Wow, you look great today. Let's talk about this Triumph Speed Triple. It is a special edition 2013 flavor. What sets the special edition apart from the Speed Triple R is just an appearance package. It is the blue frame with the flat silver paint and the blue racing stripes and all of the carbon fiber bits. And the specs for the Speed Triple Special Edition are as follows. The really special thing about the Special Edition Speed Triple is that they only made 200 of them globally. Not in America, not in Europe, globally. So there are only 200 of these in the world, which is why I get really sad when I see things like this. The 2013 Triumph Speed Triple Special Edition came new $13,399. Sure. A regular Speed Triple, you're looking at between $4,500 and $8,000, depending on mileage, conditions, stuff like that. In the front suspension department, we have 42 millimeter fully adjustable Showa upside down forks. And in the braking department, we have twin 320 millimeter floating discs with Brembo 4-pot calipers. Nice. They even thought to include a Brembo master cylinder, which is super awesome. In the engine department, we have a 1050cc inline triple that makes 136 horsepower and 82 pounds of torque. And in the rear, we have a fully adjustable Showa monoshock. I think they're trying to do a burnout. Come on, you got it, dude. Let him rip. Anyway, and in the rear for braking, we have a standard master cylinder with a 2-pot Nissan caliper and a 255 millimeter disc. I would also like to point out this beautiful single-sided swing arm. In this region here, we have a 6-speed transmission and a chain final drive. We have a 4.6 gallon fuel tank. It should get an average of 46-ish mpg, so you should be able to get around 200 miles to the tank. And we have a wet weight of 472 pounds. I have a seat height of 32.6 inches. And at my 6 foot tall, 235 pound self, it's pretty comfortable for me just because I'm so tall, but it is a lot taller than I expected. I can flat foot it and I have a decent bend in my legs, but I think for somebody who's quite vertically challenged, this bike would probably be a problem. Definitely not for beginners, no matter how you cut it, with 136 horsepower. Let's discuss the dash. So this is super typical of Triumph. So you have a analog tach, which we all know that I love, a digital speedometer, trip, gas, time, which is insanely incorrect because it's closer to 7 p.m. And then you have your little wrench light. I've noticed every Triumph almost that I've ever gotten on has had that wrench light. That comes on when it needs its oil change or any kind of service, and you have to take it to the dealer to get it shut off unless you have the tuner and can do it yourself. But I guess a lot of people just keep the oil change and don't get this light reset. And then obviously you have your neutral light, your high beam, gas light, and then you got ABS, your turn signals, check engine, oil, yada, yada, yada. This one, however, different from the Tiger that I had, has a programmable shift light and a lap timer, which is pretty sweet. I don't know how to access the lap timer. I'm not going to do it. So just trust me. If you don't believe me, go on Google and let me know down below if I got that wrong. Let's check out what modifications we got going on here. It has a aftermarket MIV exhaust, aftermarket turn signals, aftermarket grips, and aftermarket levers. That's all I can really tell that's been done to it. If you see anything that's been done to it that I'm not picking up because I'm not a Triumph expert, let me know down in the comments. Let's start this baby up and give it a little RPM treatment. What do you say? Yahoo! One thing that's a little quirky with Triumphs is even when it's in neutral, you have to engage the clutch in order to start it. So if I were to come over here and nothing at all, you have to engage the clutch. Woo! Spicy. What do you say I shut my damn trap and we get on the road?
Finally!
let's do that, shall we? Oh, hey, it helps when you put the kickstand up, numbnuts. Let's try that again. It is hot in Virginia right now. Huh, that was a little weird. Well, the first thing I'm noticing is that it feels quite light. It feels very flickable, but I'm also used to riding a Harley, so it's been a while since I've been on something quick and light, for that matter. I can tell you, I can go ahead and answer the question about the mirrors. They suck ass. I can't see shit. I can't see anything behind me. Literally all I see is my arms. I literally have to move my arm just to be able to see if there's a car behind me. That sucks if there's an ambulance behind me. Look at how loud this damn thing is. Listen to this thing pop. Not one of those. So one thing I noticed right away is the turn signal. It does the quick flashy thingy because somebody put LEDs on it and didn't put the resistors in. Personally, that drives me absolutely nuts. But, you know, whatever. And we're already getting to the twisty-ish section. As always, we got to pay our respects to the dead. All right, let's do it. Let's see how this thing handles. If I had to guess, pretty damn good. Good Lord, this thing's loud as hell. Oh, empty bogies! Oh, okay. Woo! That's a good time. Dude, it sounds like freaking gunshots behind my ass. Oh my God, I want to rip on this too right now. Oh God, I got an itchy. I got an itchy. Oh God. Oh God. Ah. Anyway, this is my friend's bike, and he traded a Triumph Tiger 800 XC for it. This Tiger 800 XC, to be exact, if you want to check that video out. And the noise that the triple makes, that like triple whine, is absolutely intoxicating. I love it. I absolutely love it. The only thing that sucks about this bike, sound-wise, is I can't hear the triple whine because the exhaust is so loud. Man, I would really like to take this on track. However, it has been doing this thing where I'm going from first to second, and it just stays in neutral, even though like I'm trying multiple times to put it into second, and that isn't super great. If this was my bike, I would definitely take it to get that fixed, Cameron. Being there's only 200 of these on the planet. I've been looking at old pictures and old videos of the track days that I've done in the past on my 990 SMT when I had it. This 990 SMT, to be exact. If you want to check that video, go look at that. And I really, really miss it. I think I'm going to look for a track bike soon. And this was one of the contenders of what I should get for a track day bike. You put in the comments what track bike you think I should get. I think I should get something weird. I think this would be like the most normal thing that I would be looking at. I was thinking like a Buell or an older KTM Duke or something weird like that. You put in the comments what you'd like to see on track. But I think honestly, if I was going to look at Triumph for a track bike, I would want something that I could take to the track and ride on the streets occasionally. I'd probably look at a street triple, not a speed triple. Because like, this bike has components on it that are way above my skill level. Like I can tell you for sure that this Brembo master cylinder is really freaking nice, but I'm not that good yet. You know what I mean? This thing makes crazy noises. Oh, you hear that? So this is the light that we always give it a bunch of oomph when we turn left here. So as per usual, when we turn left here, I'll give it a bunch of oomph. So we'll give that a shot and see what it does. Hopefully it'll go from first gear to second gear without giving me too much trouble, because that's really fucking annoying. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna click it into second now. Oh yeah, that's fun. That's a whole lot of fun. That's freaking spicy, buddy. Oh, dude, check it. What is that? That's a Morgan, isn't it? That is so sick. Dude, let me drive that and review it, please. I'll be your best friend. Dude, I gotta give this dude the thumbs up. That's just rad. Hey, we're at the point where we do a U-turn and see how it does. This is a small little tiny bike, so I'm sure there will be no problems whatsoever. I'm not gonna lie, both of my Harleys can do a better U-turn than this. %. I guess it's not made for U-turns. Made for high-speed track use, baby! I'm about to show y'all why I don't need a fast motorcycle. Because like I said before, every time I pull out on the main road, I have to do this. Now y'all get to hear the pops and burbles. Alright, so now is about the time that I talk about the dash and any other features that it has. I mean, we have a pretty standard dash. We have a good old, you know, it's my favorite analog tach. And then you have a digital speedometer, which is cool. I like a digital speedometer. I'm fine with that. Then, you know, you got the odometer and all that stuff. Gas gauge, little wrench thing, you got the time, all that stuff. I like it just fine. I mean, honestly, it is the ideal dash. The only thing that I wish it had was a KTM, nice. The only thing that I wish it had was a gear indicator, because those are really nice. There's obviously no cruise control. You know, you got your horn, high beams, all pretty standard affair. Your turn signal's over here, not like on a Harley where there's one on each handle. Always got to check to make sure the camera's there. I don't know if you've seen my first video with the SMT, but I actually dropped my camera and just about had a heart attack because my wife had just bought it for me. Oh my God, I hate these mirrors. I hate them so much. Usually I give it some gas on the highway to get up to speed, but there's too much traffic, so I can't really do that. Instead, we will talk about comfort. Honestly, it's a little more comfortable than I expected. I'm sitting pitted pretty neutrally. My hands are in a pretty comfortable spot. I do think this thing has risers on it, though. Yeah, pretty sure. I don't know if I'd want to ride this all day or anything, but it's not bad. I give it a 3/4 of a tank on the butt-o-meter. Oh God, the suspension's a little hard. Hey, let's do this. Let's do this a little bit. This is fun. Yeah. I was in 6th gear too. That pulls pretty good. Talking about wind protection, there is none. I mean, I guess this might do something. Maybe keep it off my stomach. But that's about it. I really, really, really like these aftermarket grips that somebody put on here. They are really nice. They're comfy. They're not too flashy. I like them a lot. Let's try downshifting a gear and see what happens. Let's try downshifting 2 gears and see what happens. Oh my God! This thing's a goddamn rocket ship! Who do I think this bike is for? I mean, if you wanted to have a nice little fun around town bike and wanted to do track days and stuff, this bike's definitely for you. If you like fast naked bikes but don't want the same thing everybody else has, Yamaha, then then this bike's also for you. If you like the sound of a triple, which I certainly do, this bike is for you. I really, really, really like this front brake. If there is one takeaway that I have from this bike over everything else, is that this brake is absolutely fantastic. Let's rank this sucker. Aesthetics. You know, some people probably don't like the bug look. I do like the bug look. But, you know, it's kind of just like a standard naked motorcycle and nothing too super special. I do really, really like the special edition color combination with the carbon fiber accents and shit though. So I'm going to go with a 7. I really don't like the fast blinky turn signal. Ugh, it drives me nuts. Versatility, I mean, honestly, it's not super versatile, but I mean, you can drive it around town and take it to the track. So it has some multiple use there. I definitely wouldn't want this as like a long hauler, that's for sure. So, I mean, given all that, I'd probably say versatility is probably a 5. Practicality, I mean, it's super practical if you're just trying to like ride it back and forth to work and then take it to the track. You know, it's super practical for that. But like I said before, it doesn't have bags, so you can't really like, you know, do a whole lot with it. I mean, I think I'm also gonna have to give practicality, we'll give practicality a 5.5. How about that? For the fun factor, it's got a lot of freaking power, and it will certainly wheelie right now. However, maybe if you have a Triumph, put down below if your bike does this, but it does that thing where I'm going from first to second and it won't really let me. It just kind of wants to put me in neutral. I don't like that very much. I mean, the brakes are absolutely killer. Like, it's a fun bike. It's some of that, like, some of that soul is missing. It's definitely not as fun as the SMT 990 that I had. And honestly, I don't think it's as fun as the Ducati I had on the channel either. Let's go with a 6.5 for fun factor. As a motorcycle in a whole, I'll give it a 6. It is good. It's just not as good as I want it to be, if that makes sense. Especially with how much I personally love Triumphs. Because I love me a Triumph. My personal score, like how it affects my soul, honestly, I think this bike's major downfall is that 1 to 2 thing that it's doing. I really, really don't like that. I really like Triumph. I really like naked bikes. I like fast bikes. But it's not like, I'm not on this, like I'm having fun, but I'm not like, oh my god, I absolutely love this, like I did on the 990 SMT. I'm sorry to beat a dead horse, but you know, a little bit of my blood is orange. I think I'll go with the 6.5 on that as well, honestly. While we're looking for a place to do an acceleration and braking test, if you could go over to Shade Tree Surgeon's page and do whatever you need to do to enter one of his raffles, just because all the proceeds go to the Forgotten Angels, which is a really cool foundation that helps kids who aged out of the foster care system. I just think it's a really, really cool cause. Also, while we're looking for a place to do an acceleration and braking test, I'll talk about what I would do to this motorcycle if it were mine. I would certainly change the exhaust. I would want something a little quieter. I don't like quiet exhaust, but I also don't want it sounding like somebody's screaming in my ear while I have a helmet on. I think another thing that I would change is absolutely I would change these mirrors. Like right now, I can't see shit. I would definitely see if I could get this 1 to 2 shift thing fixed, because that's extremely annoying. Like, it runs perfectly otherwise. And then honestly, I think I'd put really, really good tires on it and I'd take it to the track. For real. I really think that's all I would do. To be honest with you, I'd probably put stock levers back on this bike because I really don't like these Amazon things. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate a good 2-finger, you know, nice lever, but the Amazon ones aren't it, fam. Bruh. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to start out in first and see if I can get it to go into second. And if it doesn't do it the first time I try, I'm just gonna accelerate from second. Like, screw it. This bike is way more comfortable than you would think though. The seat is super comfy and the rider triangle is very, very reasonable. This is actually a pretty comfortable spot. I'm surprised that the seat is so comfortable because it does not look comfortable at all. Maybe it's just the way it hugs my tush. Check this out though. Oh no. Yep, I don't like that. Not at all, not even a little. I mean, correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think the only electrical gadget nanny thing that this has is ABS. Alright, so we're just gonna accelerate from second gear up until like 70 or so and then gonna stop. Oh shit! Yeah, the brakes are too good. They're really, really, really good. Oh my god, the brakes on this are insane! Another one. Accelerate! Brake! Oh my god! You have to modulate it just so it doesn't rip your fucking face off. For all 6 people that watch my channel and for all 4 people that watch to the end, thank you very, very, very much. And I love you. And bye. This video's gonna be a bitch to edit, 'cause I fucked so much shit up that I did everything wrong, and you're not wrong. Well, I'll take all the vitriol, but not the thought of you.